What's good, everybody? It's your not come back at another video. So this video is going to be a reminder for anyone out there who's serious and passionate about pursuing a goal or dream, a big aspiration of theirs. And this video is a reminder to you that you have to do the work. Now, doing the work means doing the task at hand. It means making sure you get whatever you gotta do done, right? And making your dreams and your goals an absolute priority. See, most people, they can fantasize about a dream and they can probably take one or two baby steps expecting that they're going to hit the jackpot right away. But you need to remember, it is the people who are serious about their goals and their dreams and aspirations, and the people who take action each and every day. These are the people that actually put themselves in a position to get lucky in the eyes of other people and win. But it's not necessarily about being lucky if you put in the work, right? Because then at that point, you have the track record and you have the proof of you delivering, right? And when I say you have to do the work, in many cases, for a lot of people, this also means disappearing. This also means going ghost. It means disconnecting from everyone and everything. This means disconnecting from the world, even if it's for the time being, and just focus on the task at hand. Because many people out there completely underestimate the power of focus and underestimate the power of will, of sheer will, right? Of having your mind made up that you're going to do something, that you're going to accomplish something, and having that propel you forward. See, we live in an age where most people are conditioned for instant gratification. It's the idea that the second you do something, you have to be rewarded. And that is not necessarily the case for all things in life, right? There's going to be plenty of things in life that are worthwhile enough for you to go after and pursue, that you might not, or you will not, receive a reward for days, weeks, months, years. But you understand that as long as you keep building, that as long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other, that you are in fact getting closer, and that you will eventually arrive at your destination, right? And that requires you to do the work, right? Even if no one is watching. This means, right, if I use a metaphor, right, this is, if you're a basketball player, this is effectively you shooting in the gym. This is effectively you working out in the gym when no one's watching, when there's no cameras, when there's no audience. It's just you and the basketball. That is where you work, and that is where you get better, right? You playing basketball games in front of other people, of course, that's how you, of course, you get better by playing the sport. But that is effectively where you showcase your talents, whereas the work is you behind the scenes, right? When I'm saying you have to do the work, most of the work that I'm referring to is work that's done behind the scenes where no one is watching and no one's looking. If I use myself as an example, right, with my videos, right? Usually my videos on the short end is about 9 minutes, and on the extended side usually reach around 20 minutes or so. But it's usually between 9 to 15 minutes, but on a long end is 20 minutes video, right? Many people think, oh, well, Joel, those are long videos. Like, there's some people that don't even know what to say or how to fill up 5 minutes in a video. And I'm here to tell you, even if my videos are anywhere from 9 to 10 minutes to like 20 minutes, even then, for those videos feel as though there's not enough time, because I'm able to take one main idea and I'm able to tackle it from all these different angles and explain it step by step to have you understand the whole purpose of the video, so that it can ultimately deliver you guys value. And you can, of course, see the work. It didn't always start off that way, right? Like, of course, my videos starting off were probably a little rougher than they are now, right? Because obviously now at this point I have over a year of experience under my belt. But the work that you guys will never be able to see was the years of effort that I put investing in myself prior to even beginning videos. It was all the years that I spent reading books. It's all the years that I spent purchasing and going through courses and investing in myself and bettering myself, right? This is the work that I did behind the scenes, so that now when I'm recording videos touching upon these concepts, it seems natural. It seems easy, right? People are quick to label me as being talented, that this comes easy and effortless to me. And I'm here to tell you now, it is definitely more natural because this is just me tapping into who I've been this entire time and me tapping into my greatness. But there was a point in time where I was very green, right? Where I didn't know much about personal development, that I was simply just someone that was naturally happy, but that I wanted more, that I wanted more out of life. And then I began to realize after I invested in myself that in order for me to get more out of life, that I needed to first and foremost become more, right? Because if I were to become more, that's me bettering myself, that's me doing the work. And then as I do the work, I get better, I improve, and then I become someone that is effectively more valuable to society. And if you are more valuable, then guess what? In society, society rewards the superstars. So if you're someone that's seen as valuable, then that means you can provide value to other people. That means you can truly help push the world forward. You can actually make a difference, because each and every one of us has the power to make a difference. It's just a matter of, it just depends on whether the person decides to tap into that. That's how it all works, right? So when I say you have to do the work, it means you have to do the work. It means you have to operate even behind the scenes, even when the lights are off, so to speak, when no one's watching, when no one's paying attention, right? The side that no one gets to see. You have to do that. And you shouldn't want to skip that, because those are going to be the moments and the hours where you get better, where you can truly be proud of yourself. Because if you're willing to work without ever receiving a penny for it, then that means you were serious about it. And that means it's something that's important to you and is passionate for you. If you're able to do something for free, right, out of your own free will, because you enjoy it, then you can definitely pursue that as a career, because you're willing to do it for free, right? You don't mind doing it for free. So it's going to be something that you don't mind doing for the rest of your life, or having it be incorporated in your life. So for a lot of us, it's time to focus on doing the work. It's time to place all of our attention on getting things done, because it's never been easier in life to be lazy. It's never been easier in life to be distracted, because there's so many things that are trying to pull away our attention. All of these social media platforms, all of these news outlets, all of these places where, and of course, nothing wrong with having a social life, but obviously there's people who have so many friends and they try to be liked and accepted by everyone, and they try to spend time with each and every friend group and each and every person that's pulling them to the side, right? It's easy to be distracted and pulled away from your purpose. And I'm here to tell you that it's going to be much more challenging for you to find happiness and joy and bliss, and to feel as though you're living a productive and fulfilling life, unless you begin to do meaningful work that works towards your purpose. And first and foremost, of course, your only reason here is to experience outrage joy, is to be happy. So that's your first and foremost, your most important purpose, for you to be happy. And then finding out what you enjoy, your gifts are, what you're talented with, and being able to help other people. That becomes your next focus. That is how you will begin to feel like you are living with purpose, when you're doing things that are important to you, that you are passionate about, that's also making a difference in the world, that's also improving the lives of other people. That's how it all works. So for some of you, you have to disconnect. For some of you, you've been sleepwalking, you've been distracted, and it's time. It's time to step away from everything. It's time to disappear, even for the time being, whether it's a few weeks, a few months, a year, right? Or 6, whatever it is, right? Give yourself time. Give yourself a chance. Many people don't ever feel as though they get to win in life, because they don't ever give themselves a chance. They don't ever truly try. It's easier than ever to be lazy and not lift a finger, right? We live in the age of artificial intelligence now, right? Like, people don't feel like they ever need to do any work. Like I'm hearing all the time, that there's teachers who are struggling to teach their students because all the students are just hooked on their phones and they just go to AI for all the answers. So then guess what? They're never going to learn anything. So then these are going to be people who are unfortunately uneducated, who are not free thinkers, that they won't ever feel the need to reflect on life. They won't ever feel the need to ever do any work because it's just becoming easier and easier to be lazy, right? If you were a fisherman and you went out, to sea to fish and you didn't get any fish for the day, guess what? You have to do it all over again tomorrow, right? Because the fish aren't going to catch themselves. As far as I'm concerned, there's not a method for the fish to catch themselves. If there were, then I'm sure it would be implemented, right? And fishermen probably wouldn't exist. But as far as I'm concerned, there isn't a way to do that, right? So you have to get up and do it again and do it over and over and over, right? This is the same thing with anything. And the reason why you want to focus on doing the work and doing it over and over and over is because when you first begin doing the work, you begin as someone who is consciously competent. That means you have to think about each and every step before you do it. But if you do something over and over and over, it becomes automatic. You ultimately get to the point of becoming unconsciously competent, which means that you are doing things automatically. It's no different than you tying your shoes. You are unconsciously competent at tying your shoes because you've tied your shoes your entire life. You don't have to think about tying your shoes. You don't have to look at your feet while you're tying your shoes. If you do the work over and over and over, it will become habit to the point where you will be unconsciously competent at that thing. You will become exceptional. You will become the best. And then people will give you praise. People will be so proud of you. And then when you have massive levels of success, right, they'll try to compare themselves with you. You'll effectively become the new gold standard for other people. And all you did was the work. All you did was to just lock in and focus. All you did was go ghost and disappear and let everyone else run around and have their fun, because you knew that even if they're all winning in the short term and they're enjoying themselves right now, that they seem like they're having a blast, that you are going to win by so much in the long end that is going to be worthwhile, right? The work is not going to be wasted if you're building something that's worthwhile to be built. If you're chasing after your purpose, then you are living a fulfilling life. And if whatever you're going after is meaningful enough, something that you can build and have it sustain and live on, right? Then you're not just building for yourself, you're actually building for the next generation of people, for the next generation of your lineage, of your family, of everything. And the impact that you're going to have in the world is going to be felt. You are effectively going to deliver shockwaves of your impact of positivity to the rest of the world. And that's powerful, especially if at one point in your life you felt as though you couldn't offer anything to the world, that you couldn't do anything that can help other people. But now you believe that couldn't be further from the truth, that you are ready and you are capable of making that difference in the world, that you can have the world be your playground or your sandbox or your canvas and you can just let loose, right? This is how it all works. So this video, once again, is a reminder to everyone out there, to all the big dreamers, that you have to do the work. You cannot, or you should not want to avoid this, because this is where you get better. If you're a basketball player, this is where you practice your jump shot and improve your jump shot and work on your ball handling and your dribbling and work on your skills, right? This is a side that no one gets to see. The only time people get to see you perform is when you're playing in the big arenas, when there's 20,000 fans cheering your name, right? That's when they get to see you perform. But they only begin to see the polished version of you. They don't get to see the years you put in of you showing up each and every day, improving your skills, right? You need to see it as that. You need to be working behind the scenes, and there's going to be times where you just need to disappear. You need to go ghost and accept that all these other things are just not that important right now. That you won't, even if you're missing out on a couple things in the short term, who cares? It's like you might miss out on a couple things here and there, but you are going to be able to have the rest of your life to fill that with memories, with abundance, with, right, like living life beyond your wildest dreams that you didn't even think was potentially possible, right, when you first started. That's the life that you can begin living, as long as you focus on doing the work, as long as you focus on getting what you need to get done, right? And worrying less about excuses and ways that and all the reasons why something can't be done, right? Don't worry about that. That's wasted energy. Just do the work and do what's right in front of you, and build until you ultimately arrive at your destination. So that rest of the video. Enjoy the video. Do leave a like and subscribe as we're on the road. So many subscribers, guys. So once again, it's Joel, and I'm out. I'll see you guys for the next video.